Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's Faye Family Slay with Tiffany Lachey.
Hello everyone, welcome to Faye Family Slay. This is Tiffany Lachey and I am coming to you guys with a new video today. So, the other day on my Instagram, I posed a question and I asked them, if I was to tell you guys that I had a cosmetic surgery, what would you think that I had? And I got a variety of different answers. Some people told me I was lying. Some people said no, you didn't. I had people say teeth whitening. I had people guessing a nose job. I had people guessing Botox and all that. So in this video, I am going to reveal to you guys what type of surgery I had done. Yes, I did have a cosmetic surgery done. I had it done in 2018, but before I tell you exactly what it is that I had done, I'm going to give you a story to lead up to explain what I had done and why. So as you guys know, I'm a cosmetologist. That is what I do. That is what I have done since I was in high school. Well, actually since I was younger, but I started charging people in high school and it just came natural to me. I'm number 2 of 5 girls. My mom did our hair. She worked a lot. So I think I can remember Alicia Keys coming out and that being the first style that I wanted to try with the little 2 braids coming up to the front. So I got into doing hair. I got into doing my own hair. But back then, the style to wear was micro braids. If you saw me anywhere, I was wearing micro braids all day, every day. Straight, curly, colors, all of that. So as I began to get into hair and do that, I always loved for my hair to be fresh. I always wanted it to be tight. If I didn't feel like my hair was tight, I would take it out, okay? So over time, in the African American community, what you can guess happened to me happened. I ended up losing my edges because I was wearing such tight styles. I had pulled my edges out, and then after the whole micro braid era went away, we got into sewing. So I was sewing, I was pulling that thread and braid. So that should give you a little hint as to what I had done. I had a hair transplant. Yes, these edges right here that were not here before, these are the results of a hair transplant. Okay? So, let's get into that. I don't want to make this video super long. I'm going to try to make it informative. And, yeah. So, in 2018, well, actually 2017, I got, like, sick of wearing weaves. I got sick of wearing my weaves to the point where I had to hide something. I always wore a side part, which a lot of people know. I'm like the side part queen. And I did that because this side of my edges was so gone. Like, there was actually, yeah, it was this side because I used to wear my part on this side going this way. So when I would do my hair, the tighter parts of my hair would be on this side. And I always had to wear styles to where I could cover that up. So I would sew it in, do a side part, and then I would do my tracks to where this part would lay down so that nobody would know that my edges were gone. And I'm going to show you guys a video. As I'm talking, I'll put up little pictures to let you guys know what my edges were looking like. So I would wear different styles to where it would show, and I just got sick of it. I was like, this don't make no sense that I'm a hairstylist. My client's hair is growing. My clients have healthy hair and healthy edges. Why would I be out here looking like a chicken head with no edges? And it really started making me feel some type of way. I had low self-esteem issues. Nobody knew that because I hid it super well. But it was really because I didn't have edges. There were styles that I wanted to wear. I wanted to wear ponytails and I couldn't because that would require my hair being back off of my face. And yeah, so forth and so on. So anyway, 2017, I was on YouTube and I found out that there were girls who were having hair transplants, but it was really more popular with males with male pattern baldness. They were doing that. And again, I'm not a doctor, just telling y'all what I read. So anyway, I came around about 3 or 4 African American girls that I saw that had a hair transplant. And I literally researched this thing for about a year. Y'all know I love the God that I serve. I was like, Lord, I don't want to do this. So if you can grow me some edges, I started laying hands on my edges. I had me some oil. I was using every type of oil there is, but my edges were just not growing back, okay? One thing about hair is that your hair grows from a follicle. If you do not have a follicle, that hair has nothing to push up to. So I did my research and I found out right here in North Carolina, there was a facility called Koher Medical right in High Point off of Wendover that offered hair. It's a hair restoration place. So I went there, called in, got a consultation, let them see my hair. And the first thing that I did was this procedure called PRP, platelet-rich plasma. This is a procedure where they draw some blood out of your head, or they draw some blood out of your arm. They put it in this machine that like shakes it up and it separates your plasma from your blood, and then they inject it back into your head. And I think I have some pictures of that. It'll be somewhere up here of that procedure. And I was hoping that I would get some really good results from that, as far so that I wouldn't have to get the full transplant done. And even though I did see some growth happen, it wasn't to the look that I was going for. Like, I wanted full edges. So anyway, I had the platelet-rich plasma done. Took some time to see that, and then I finally got to the point where I was like, look, I'm getting this procedure done. I told my mom, my sisters, everybody. I was working, doing specials, making sure that I can get this procedure done. I will not tell you guys what I paid, but I'm going to tell you in the ballpark of what I paid. There are financing options available, but I did pay cash for my procedure. I had to put a deposit down to secure my date, which I think was $500. Once I paid that, they locked my date in. And I paid more than $500 and less than $10,000. That's what I would say. More than 5, less than 10. Because the pricing is going to depend off of what you have going on with your head, how big your area is, so forth and so on. Again, I'll be popping pictures up throughout this video to show you guys the area that I was working in. So I went to get the procedure done. Very relaxing, very calming. The staff was amazing. They checked on me. They called on me. They let one of my friends, Alexis, she came with me when I got there. They let her sit down with me while I got comfortable and got me prepped for the procedure. And y'all, I was so excited. I had my blanket. I was smiling. I was excited. I was like, I'm going to have me some edges today, honey. So I went in there. They had me in this chair. It was a TV in front of me. They had the doctor, and then they had some techs sitting around me. So what happens is, a lot of people ask me, where in the world did they get the hair from that is in your head? And the answer to that is, they got the hair from the back of my head. So when you get this procedure done, they make an incision in the back of your head where they actually like draw, mine was like a rectangle of where they're going to actually take the hair from. So they let my friend stay in while they actually shaved my head. And what they did, they asked you, do you want medicine to calm down? I was too hyped. I had already prayed about it. I was okay. So I didn't get any medicine to calm me down throughout the process. But so they shaved the area of the back of my head, and they literally took out what they needed from the back of my head, because again, they needed the follicle. They didn't need pieces of hair. They needed the follicle, which is under my scalp. So they had to literally take that, and then they sewed me back up. Okay, I have some pictures here of how the line looks in the back of my head. Most people cannot tell. It literally looks like a part. When I have braids, people don't even notice it. So they literally took that out, numbed me to take that out, and I was good, okay? The next step that they did, they numbed my whole hairline. The doctor came in and he drew out my hairline. I said before that I used to wear my hair to this side, but this was my worst side before I got the surgery done. This side, I still had some hair, so he was able to tell where my natural hairline was on this side, because I didn't want him to make up anything. I wanted it to be like it was. So as you can see on this side, you can see like curvatures on this side versus this side. I don't have that much curvature. It's more like a straight line. You can see a little bit here, but it pretty much goes straight, which is how I ended up switching my hair to the other side. Not a big deal because I'm okay and I got hair, and that was the main goal anyway. This part right here for me was not doing its best either, but I am still happy. So once they numbed me, the doctor went across my whole hairline. And y'all, let me tell you, I'm so upset. I was like literally blogging this, but I ended up losing my phone and it didn't back up. So like I was doing 2-week updates, 3-week update, all of that, and I lost it. So I'm only going to talk to y'all about what I have. But the doctor literally took a needle or whatever, and he literally poked thousands of holes all across my hairline. Like literally the holes that your hair grows out of, he poked those holes all in my scalp within the line that he had drew. Okay, and that's how I got my hair back. So the parts that they took out of the back, there was literally, I want to say 3 techs in the room literally going through my scalp and pulling those hair follicles out one by one and handing them to the 2 techs that I had. I think I had one on each side. And they were literally putting those follicles into my hair one by one by one. Yes, it took 8 hours. I was in there for 8 hours. But when I tell y'all, I was so excited. I had control of the remote. They asked me what I wanted to eat. They ordered me some Chinese food. I was so comfortable. The pain of it was not what people... I have a high pain tolerance, so I was good. The thing that hurt me the most was my neck, because I literally was sitting up in a chair like this for 8 hours. It was a reclining chair. They would ask me every now and then. I would have to stop and move my neck around, but I mean, that was the worst part of the procedure for me. They would constantly ask, are you okay? Do you feel anything? As the procedure went on, you know, once the numbing medicine started wearing down, when they were putting some in, I could feel that it was starting to get a little tender, and they just went ahead and numbed me again, and I was fine. I was able to drive back home the same day, which I didn't. I had someone to drive me back home. My head was wrapped up, and I was done, and I was up watching it. Y'all, I was just so excited. But anyway, my aftercare instructions. I know I'm going pretty fast in this video because I did not want it to be extremely long. But once I got home, I had a whole bunch of just scabs across my head, and there were little hairs sticking out of it. Those hairs were there because, of course, they had just extracted them and put them in. But over the next couple of days, those hairs started to shed out, and then I was back looking like how I looked before I came in to get the surgery. I only had to take a week off of work for my healing process. After day 2 or day 3, I think I had to start shampooing my hair. Again, this was 2018. It's now 2021, so I forgot some of the procedures that I went through once I got home. But I had to start shampooing and rubbing those scabs off. Like, I couldn't scratch my head, of course, but I had to go in and get it wet and, like, massage my hands into it and just spray it so that those scabs would start coming off. And then my whole hairline was looking like white, and you could see like the little skin. It, for a lot of people in my family, it was nasty, but for me, I was just so intrigued. And I got it done in June, the end of June, like I don't know, but I know that by the 4th of July, I was out. For the 4th of July, I had my hair down. Nobody knew that I had had a surgery, unless I told them. Before I got the surgery done, I asked them, could I get a relaxer, because I knew that I was going to be going through this process, so I decided to get my hair cut. I got my hair cut really short. I had a taper in the back, and I got a relaxer so that I could comb my hair to the front so that it would lay on top of the procedure that I had done. And literally people just thought, oh, Tiff just being her, just being extra, getting a haircut. But once I started really wearing it out, people were surprised. But that was because I had got a hair transplant, and I wanted to be able to get to my scalp and treat it like it should have been treated from the first place. Anyway, one thing that did happen to me in my healing process was I had to go home and I had a recliner in my room so I could sleep sitting up. I literally slept in a reclining chair for that whole week. But my aftercare instructions, I remember it told me that I needed to ice my head when I got home. But I was trying to be such a thug. I didn't take no medicines after the procedure the whole week. They prescribed me for some, but I didn't. Like, it was minimum pain. And I have 2 children. I didn't want to be drugged up for no reason. So, they told me to ice, and I did not ice. I want to say day 3, I woke up and my eyes were like swollen shut. My daughter was scared. Like, she was like, "Mama, what is going on?" She was so scared of me. But yes, so from that moment, I had people coming over bringing me ice packs. They had bought me chips. I was so comfortable. My friends were so supportive, and I was so happy. So yes, that is the answer to what I got done. A lot of people ask me, would I ever get it done again? And the answer is yes. If my edges ever hit the floor, you better believe I will be in High Point in Dr. Koher's office, sitting down, getting this procedure done. They were amazing even after the procedure. They have someone who works there named Koher. I'm not sure exactly what his position is there, but Koher has checked on me. He has called me. They brought me in for like a 6-month checkup and a 1-year checkup, and they took pictures and watched, and it's healing beautifully. They've even given my number to other individuals who wanted to know that this process really worked, and I'm down for it to help them out in any type of way that I can, because my confidence is back. I feel so much better about myself. I've been able to wear sleek ponytails, like, y'all, come on now. And I'm wearing my hair out. I'm still wanting to cut this again, but I'm gonna let it grow and see how long it could get. But just to have this part back and know that there's something out there that can help, because a lot of times we feel like we can just oil it down, use this concoction, mix these things together. But sometimes traction alopecia is real. Some things are genetic. They have different options. So I'm not saying that this will work for every single person. You literally have to get your own consultation. But if you have had traction alopecia to where this was something that was caused by you, and you have a high density of hair to where this thing could be hitting, and there's good hair to be transferred, I would highly suggest this. I'm hoping and praying that one day I can get them to come to the salon, or either we take a field trip to them and have like a whole consultation thing done. But this surgery was definitely worth it. Again, I would pay for it again. I'm just, yeah. So that is the answer that you guys wanted to know. I had a hair transplant. I'm gonna find a video. I'm gonna turn around real quick to see if y'all can see. But they literally, that spot that I showed y'all, I don't know if I can find it, but literally if you go through my head, it's gonna be pretty hard to find the place where I had the hair taken out of. Oh, but this part in the back where they took it out, it itched so bad. Like, I wanted to take my claws and just go in, but I couldn't because I had stitches back there. But I think that lasted, for me, maybe about 3 weeks. I was so itchy, and I just was like pressing on to it. But like, that was the most of my issues. And literally, like I said, even now people still don't know. Yes, I have worn braids since I had this procedure. They will tell you, if you go back to your same ways of pulling and tightening on your hair, you will have the same results. If it came out from pulling and then you get the procedure done and you start pulling again, yes, your hair can fall back out again, which is why I have reverted to only wearing knotless braids now. So there's no cinching on my hair. like I said, I do love my results. Everything pretty much stayed in this front area right here. Especially when I have a relaxer, it looks thinner than what it actually is. But I'm still okay with it. And this side, of course, again, I told y'all this was my really, really bad side. It's not super full, but I think if it was super duper full, then it wouldn't look natural. But, yeah, I'm jacking up my head. But that is my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative. And if you have any further questions, please message me on my social media platforms, which they will be in the description box. I will also list the name and the address to the place that I went to. Again, highly, highly, highly recommended. And that is my video for today. Love you guys. And remember to I'm not into all these other surgeries, okay? Do what makes you happy. Don't do anything because it is what the world says or what is going on with anybody else. So that is my spiel again. Love you guys, and I will talk to you all later.